So this past Sunday, you had I think this was your first kind of back
Very
outdoor, right?
Yes, it was our first in-person gathering since COVID.
Yeah. So it's beautiful. Set the stage for us, and then we've got about a 3-minute clip we want to show of that. So this is a move really to a different format again, in a different space.
Yes. So we had been meeting at a high school to which the school is still not allowing access. School district still isn't allowing access.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've been able to maintain really strong connection and community. But it was time. It was time for us to get back together. We have a very high vaccination rate in our church community, and we knew we could gather safely outdoors. And so I was able to connect with a local brewery owner who is values aligned with us. And we had talked pre-COVID about doing some things together. So I reached out to him and I said, any way that we could meet in your space a couple of Sundays a month. And he was like, yes, of course. And so I gave him the first date. And when I looked up their calendars, Common House Ale Works, when I looked up their calendar that day, they were in the midst of hosting the last day of a week-long Park Circle Pride celebration. So community pride celebration. Common House was one of the main sponsors of that week. And so I was like, hey, how about we make this worship service a pride worship service, to be able to connect with what you're already doing as a business owner, to be able to connect with the community. And really it represents who we are as a faith community as well. And he said yes immediately. And so we were able to enter into this really beautiful space. They call it their common ground. Common House Ale Works is their name, and they have this common ground space. And so they allowed us to have access to that. And we were able to make it a celebration, part of the official Pride celebration, and our first Sunday back. And so again, really, like you say, like adapting to the gifts of the space and the occasion.
All right. Well, Leslie, let's fire that video. This is about a 3-minute video of you kind of setting the stage for worship.
Friends, good morning. My name is Wendy. I'm the lead pastor here. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome to the first Two Rivers worship service in a really long time, but friends, the first of a brand new season for all of our lives. So we are so happy that you are here, especially those of you who are here with us for the first time. It's been delightful to see people I've only seen on little tiny computer screens, and to get to meet them in real life. This is one of the best days, so we're really glad that you're here. At our welcome tent, if you had a chance to stop by, and you can run over there, you'll see there are these little quarter sheets, and if you scan the QR code, everything that you need for today is right on that QR code. It'll pull up to our worship guide website, and you can follow along. You'll see their little plus signs out to the side, and that will bring down the lyrics for the songs that we're singing and our scripture passage for today. Our Connect card, if you are worshiping with us for the first time, we are so glad. We want to be able to connect with you, so fill out one of those Connect cards, and we'll make sure to be in touch with you this week. So lots of fun ways. If you want to learn a little more about us, you'll also find there's some Begin Again books. This really gives you an overview of who we are as a community and how we order and pattern our lives together. And so we'd love for you to be able to take one of these and become part of who we are here at Two Rivers Church. We want to thank very much today our host here at Common House. Pierce Fleming is right here. Let's all give a sign of our thanksgiving to Pierce. They have been incredible partners. Park Circle Pride is really Pierce's brainchild, along with several other merchants here in Park Circle. And this has been an incredible 5 days of activities, and it continues on today. So thank you for letting us be a part of all the good work that you're doing. So friends, we are here. It is time for us. We have been gathered in lots of spaces for lots of months, and now we're gathered in one space. And I want to especially welcome our folks who are live streaming with us. We have become an international community. over this past year. We've got folks who watch us in multiple continents, multiple cities. So if you are here with us on our live stream, we're really happy that you're here. And so we just want to say you also are part of who we are, no matter where you might be located. We believe in the power of ritual, the power of doing certain things together that keep us connected to God and to one another. And one of those rituals that we do every week is we light a candle. It's a reminder to us that the Spirit and power and presence of God is here with us. And so today we light this candle. Maybe. Somebody smarter than me want to light the candle. There we go. Before we started, we said, perfection is not the goal today. So at least we got this out of the way.
I have never said that in my life.
Friends, we are real here. You can bring your real self, your whole self, yourself that doesn't know how to work the little flickers. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what's happening in your life, this space belongs to you.
You had to show the part where I don't know how to work a flicker.
You know, that's part of the beauty of that moment. And I actually love the tension there between Stanton saying,
Oh, yeah.
that is, you know, not necessarily is something that's ever come out of his mouth. And you're like, you know, well, we're just gonna be authentic and make mistakes. And
Yeah.
and I think that shows a little bit about like that creative director and the pastor, your teamwork there. Like unpack that for us. Just
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the great gifts. You know, Stanton was part of our launch team when he was our first employee, but he was a member of our launch team first before that. And so it came on with the heart and the connection to create a community that was both fully inclusive and Jesus centered. You know, we had from the very beginning, that was, you know, part of who we are. And so we didn't have to hire him and train him up in kind of who we wanted to be. We have formed who we are together. And I will say that little moment right there encapsulates our entire relationship for 3 years. You know, that I'm always like driving him crazy with like wild off hair things, but he's always keeping us focused on like, what is our language? What is our mission? How do we speak so that those who need to hear about Jesus, to hear that they have a community they can belong to, how do we need to speak clearly to them so that they know that this is a place for them? And